Alright, I got a couple more questions. Community college transfer related questions. So might as well just answer them right now. By the way, I'm gonna link a Google Doc in the description, and in this Google Doc, I'm just gonna ask a survey from you guys on what kind of content you guys want related to community college transfer, because there's so many topics out there, and I've been getting a very diverse group of questions, and I'm just curious, like what are you guys interested in, you know? So I'll make a survey, and I want you guys to go and fill it out. It's like 30 seconds. It's like 4 questions. It's very simple. All right, so let's go. Question number 1, let's go. Hey, I just watched your video on transferring, and I start community college next year, and I want to get in and out, but I wanted to ask if you can only transfer to UCs after 2 years, because I want to go to either USF or Chico. USF, University of San Francisco, I think. So she's asking basically, like, hey, if I go to community college, and I work 1 or 2 years and I finish all my classes and my articulation stuff, can I only transfer to a UC? Because I want to go to either Chico or USF. The answer is no. You don't have to only go to a UC. You can go to wherever you want, whatever 4-year university you want in America. It's just that if you're living in California, UCs, some UCs are guaranteed, and it's called a tag program. I don't know what it stands for. I think it's like transfer admission guarantee or whatever. But basically, tag program is if you fulfill all the required class that a specific UC is asking for, then you will get in 100%. But you have to meet a criteria. So you have to get like a certain GPA. It's really low. It's like 3.0 or 3.2 or 3.3, depending on which UCs. There's 3 UCs where the tag program doesn't work for, and those are UC Berkeley, UCLA, and then I think a couple of years ago, UC San Diego took off the tag agreement. So basically every other UC except for those 3 that I've mentioned, you can get in guaranteed. For me, I applied to all the UCs except for Merced, Riverside, and Santa Cruz. All the other UCs I got into, except for Berkeley and UCLA and UCSD, I got in 100% because I filled all my requirements. I forget what the exact requirements are, but it's like 60 units, and then like the classes that transfer over. So you don't have to go to UC if you don't want. If you want to go to Chico or USF or wherever, you can still go if you want. It's just that for those schools, it's not a guarantee. But at the same time, schools like Chico or USF, I don't know about USF, but I know Chico is a little bit easier to get into than I'd say maybe like UC Davis or UC Santa Cruz. But no, if you go to community college, you can go wherever you want, as long as you fulfill the articulation transfer agreements. You can go wherever you want. All right, question number 2, let's go. Yo, what's up, bro? I saw one of your videos on YouTube, and I was wondering if you got into USC on a scholarship, and did you go after 2 years at a community college? So, bro, yeah, I did go to USC on a scholarship. I think it was like a transfer scholarship or whatever, and I got a half ride. And to be honest, I didn't even know that this scholarship even existed. Like my mindset when I was at community college was just to finish all my classes and that are transferable to USC. I wasn't even thinking about the scholarship stuff. But then once I got accepted, I got another mail saying that I got like a transfer scholarship for half ride, and I was reading it and I was like, oh shit, like damn, this is pretty cool. But yeah, I did go to USC on a half ride on a scholarship, but at the same time I still had to take out loans. I still had to do financial aid because, dude, USC or private schools are hella fucking expensive. Like, even if you get a scholarship, like, you know, USC, I think it's like $70K a year now. I may be wrong, but it's around that price range. So what's 70 times 4? Or, you know, 4 years, like 280K, 300K. You know, let's say I didn't pay the full 300K, but half right of 300 is 150. Dude, that's still a shit ton of money. So I still had to take out loans, but I mean, it was chill. I mean, it was kind of a bitch to do the loan shit, and I'm still paying off my loans right now. Dude, to be honest, it's kind of a lot. I kind of underestimated it. For me, I'm paying like 3 something a month with interest, so I don't know. But I had to do that for like a year or 2 years. I have to double check, but yeah, I took out loans, financial aid, but I did get a scholarship. And I did go after 2 years at community college. I could have actually transferred after 1 year, but I wanted to make sure that my chances of getting into USC was really high. So I made sure that I finished all my GEs and all my required classes, which I couldn't squeeze into 1 year. It took me like a semester and a half, so like a year and a half. In terms of staying at community college, I did stay for the full 2 years. But it was worth, you know, because I got in. It was definitely worth it. All right, question number 3. Hey man, I really like your style of videos. You make school related stuff actually fun, because it's funny. Lol. By the way, did you dorm when you transferred? Well, I appreciate the kind comment, but no, I didn't dorm when I transferred, because I was a junior transfer, because I stayed at community college for 2 years. I'm not even sure if you can get into a dorm as a junior, but you know, part of me, I kind of wanted to experience dorm life, because apparently dorm life, as a freshman, as a new freshman, that's when you meet you know, a lot of your friends, a lot of people your age, like new freshmen, and everyone's like new, and you know, everyone's like really excited, so you guys like hang out and shit. But you know, I was a junior transfer. I lived on a off-campus apartment, but that was USC owned, and I did this because, you know, yeah, I wanted to do dorms, but I'm not trying to like, you know, hang out with freshmen, you know, as a junior. Like, I was like 20, 21. I was like 20 when I transferred, and I'm not trying to hang out with like, you know, a bunch of like 17, 18-year-olds. It's just kind of weird, you know. But luckily, the dorm that the off-campus apartment that I went into, it was really chill. It was like my floor, it was like 80% transfers, and those are the people I hung out with, and that I still continue to hang out with even after my first year. So even though you know, the next year, my second year at USC, all the people on my floor moved out to different places, you know, I'd still kick it with them, you know, in their respective houses, and it was chill. I actually thought it was a very good experience, and I actually thought I was very lucky, because I know a handful of transfers, junior transfers or sophomore transfers, and they tell me that like, oh dude, like oh, I hate this, like I hate where I'm living. You know, a lot of people that I'm living with, like on my floor, are like antisocial, they're weird. But for me personally, it was chill. Like, you know, I kicked it with like 60% of the people on my floor, and it was really chill. But no dorm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, part of me kind of wanted a dorm, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to, you know, share like a 8-person apartment, and I'm like the only like junior and everyone's freshman. Like, nah dude, I'm not trying to do that. So no, I did not dorm. Q4, question number 4. Let's go. Hey, I was wondering, since my major is computer science and it's very competitive, can I still transfer to good schools easily? I will work my hardest, but I'm worried that I'll not get accepted to any schools for computer science. So basically this dude is saying like, yo, I'm trying to do computer science as a major, and computer science is fucking competitive. But but can I still transfer to a good school, a top tier school easily? I'm scared that, I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna hustle and grind, but I'm scared that I might not get accepted to any school still. That's a valid question. So like I have always said and always mentioned, community college is easy as fuck because the classes, the curriculum is straightforward. The teachers aren't there to fuck you over for the most part, but it's not easy. It's not like you go to community college and dude, that was the easiest experience of my life. No, it's not like that. Nothing in life is like that. You gotta put in the effort. You gotta put in the work and the commitment. But in your case, since you want to do computer science, it is going to be difficult, more difficult compared to other fields. Like for me, I wanted to do business at first, get into USC School of Business, but after seeing the classes that I needed to take at community college, it was just, I just didn't want to do it. It was business calculus, like calculus 1. I took pre-calc my first semester at community college, and even though I got an A, dude, I had to study hella fucking hard. And after that, I was like, dude, I'm not taking fucking business calculus. So I took so I decided to change my major to journalism and communications. And, journalism communication is pretty easy. The classes are pretty easy compared to, the sciences or like computer science or like math, because it's not a lot of math or science courses that I have to take. Since everyone's interest is different on where they want to go, it all depends on, what field you choose. Yes, obviously, if you take computer science, if you want to go to that field, that area, it's going to be more competitive because you're competing with a lot of people who also want to do CS. And, CS in general is a hard topic, but it's doable. It is completely doable. I know a handful of people that I met at USC who transferred as engineering majors, and some even a lot more business majors. So what I'm trying to say is, I took the easy courses. I took the communication and journalism course, but people who were doing much harder courses and much harder fields, they still got in too. But the difference is, if you go to the journalism communication route that I did, a 4.0 is pretty simple. I mean, it's not simple, but it's doable, you just gotta put in the effort. But for CS, getting a 4.0 in community college, in your community college courses, is pretty fucking hard. And even though it's harder to get a 4.0, if you want to go CS, the colleges that look at your transcript, they don't expect a 4.0. For CS, I'm not really sure what the exact GPA is, but since it's more competitive, if you get a 3.3, you still might be competitive, depending on which school you want to go to. If you get a 3.7 as a CS transfer on your transcript, dude, you're that's basically a 4.0. In terms of comparing, a journalism course to CS, a journalism 4.0 may be equal to a computer science 3.7. But yes, CS is harder. The sciences, the math, that field is much harder, but there are a decent amount of people who've transferred successfully, and you shouldn't be scared. I mean, I was scared too, but what can I do about it? I'm not, I wasn't just gonna be scared and do nothing. I was still gonna put my most effort and try to transfer successfully, because that's why I went to community college. Like I said, it paid off. It's worth. But you got to study harder for CS. But don't let that scare you. You should use that as a motivation to be more competitive, so you can get into the schools that you want. So I got like 4 more questions, but I'm probably gonna split that into the next video. My first DM question video for transferring, it was really long. It was like 13-14 minutes, and for me personally, that's too long of a video. And to be honest, I don't even know if this video is that long either. I'm not keeping track, but I'm just gonna stick it to 4 questions. But keep them coming. Keep them coming. Not that kind of. Actually, no, that's inappropriate. But keep them coming. It's fun answering these questions. I'm very surprised that a lot of people are asking me these types of questions, which tells me that you guys are finding these videos, these transferring type videos, to be insightful. And if there's any way that I can help with the transferring process, I'm down, because I've done this. I had no one to look up to or to ask these questions when I was a transfer student. I wish that someone like me was there when I was at community college answering questions, clarifying things. But keep them coming. This shit is fun. I enjoy it. Yeah.